Did I mention that I'm really out of my mind?
That was good shit right there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was good fucking shit. What up, JOBINS? Episode 60. It's a big one today. Holy shit, a lot's going on in the world. It's a new year. First pod of the year. Holy shit. Schmidt, you look like you're on cocaine right now because you're fucking so excited. What the hell's going on? Brendan, how we doing?
Doing amazing. Doing amazing. Well, not amazing. Hungover a little bit. Craziness.
Yeah, it's been a weekend, JOBINS. New Year's was what, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Friday. We went 2 times. Party with our boys on Friday. Party with our boys on Saturday. Here we are Sunday morning. I got a tournament today, Redbox Regionals.
Mm-hmm.
We had a press conference yesterday. That was a lot of fun. A lot of shit talked. I thought I brought the energy. I was the one. Setting stuff up sometimes can be a real pain in the ass. I hear like my voice really loud today. Maybe it's just me.
I
am
know.
super
the
excited.
Energy's high.
The energy's
the
high,
energy is
Jobins.
high.
The energy's fucking high.
It's
today.
2022.
2020.
JOBINS, it's 2022.
Dude, 2021. A lot of people were like, oh, 2021 was worse than 2020. I don't think so because we were never locked up. 2020, we were locked up. We couldn't see our friends. Yeah, the COVID keeps happening, keeps mutating, turning into all different shit. Transmorpher. But we're handling it, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to get our boosters.
But I was just going to say, I got to go get my booster.
Yeah, we got to
too
get our fucking booster.
before I head
How many
out.
boosters are we going to get? 7? 1 every year for the rest of our lives? There's some other one where you got to get 1 every 4 years or some shit, right?
Yeah, my brother just got it. And like, we were all together, the family, eating breakfast. My brother's like, oh, yeah, I got the Omicron. He didn't say he got the Omicron. I got the booster. And my mom's like, oh, Brendan, have you gotten it yet? Looks at me like I'm a piece of shit. Like,
Oh, so he threw you under the table for it.
right? Nick, fuck you.
What the fuck, Nick? No, he's just trying to push you. But then it's like some people are like, you're dumb for you're getting it. You believe it. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't want to kill anybody. I just want to continue my life. I just want to live. So I'm just going to do whatever I got to do to live. And that's my end of that COVID shit. Next, we got a lot of Jake Paul shit going on.
Oh, my God.
The war, Jake Paul versus Dana White, is the most fun I've had in a long time.
If I'm Dana White, you know what I'm thinking to myself? Like, oh, my God, I'm looking at a younger, more successful version of myself. The enemy of me.
Yeah, the guy who, he really is, dude. So this is how this all started, Jobins. I'm sure you know. Did you see all the shit that was said before I just showed you that video?
Well,
the TikTok that killed Dana White?
So I do know that Dana White was always talking about Jake Paul getting steroid tested.
Here, I'll just read it to you. I'll read it to you. We'll go down this.
Okay. Going down this rabbit hole.
Going down the rabbit hole. Let me do it. Let me figure it out. Okay. So Dana challenges Jake Paul. He goes, you can randomly drug test me for cocaine, Jake, for 10 years. If I get to randomly drug test you for steroids for 2. I thought that was kind of, oh, damn, little blow. Because it's like, okay, I'd like to see that. Because Jake Paul's saying Dana White's a cokehead. In the TikTok video that killed Dana White, he's saying one after another that I'm a cokehead.
Was he being like sarcastic saying that on the TikTok and then like they're taking it out of context?
He exploiting it, something. He could be pushing.
He's like, oh, I'm a cokehead. Because I could see you even saying something like that, like, oh yeah, I'm this. But
to say, come on, Dana, to say Dana White's never done a bump of cocaine, that's a lie. Is he a cokehead? Probably not. Who knows? Does Adderall? Probably.
How many times do you have to do cocaine to be considered a cokehead?
If you're bumping every day to get by, you're a cokehead.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's the definition that I'll go
Or
with.
even just I don't know, if you're bumping once a month, you're like, oh, it's my time of the month, I gotta get my bump on. I'd still think you're probably a cokehead. But if you're like,
but what about your boys that do Adderall? And it's like, that shit's even crazy. And you're like, oh, it's like Coke, but it's $8.
They were trying to get me to do it. I felt like they were trying to get me to do Adderall last night. Yeah. They're like, Schmitty, you do your pods on Adderall, man. That's going to be crazy, man. I'm like, I don't need Adderall, dude. Like, I'm ready to go, baby.
No names.
That's meth, man. That's just legal meth. But, so yeah, Dana White says that, right? And then Jake Paul comes out the other day. He says, okay, Dana, I will immediately retire from boxing and fight Jorge Masvidal in a UFC fight if you agree to increase minimum fighter pay to $50K. Guess what it is right now?
I like that. 12K, right?
12K.
12K.
Ouch.
That is messed up. Those guys are warriors. Everyone that's a
That's
fighter,
fucked.
thank you for putting on the best sport ever.
Think about everything a UFC fighter has to do. Everything they have to do. Train, abort family.
How much do camps
right?
cost? How much do camps cost?
How much do training partners, injuries, brain damage?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
There's so much.
50K
Traveling.
minimum. I agree.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it should be.
How much do bench players on the NFT on any major sport team make? That are sitting on the bench. Yeah, they show up to I'm not. Schmitty, well, you're discrediting a bench player. They can fill in. They show up to practice. They travel. They do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But how much are they making sitting on that bench to compare to UFC fighter who's going into an octagon and getting hurt?
Dude, even 50K is like still like a median salary.
Yeah.
Like, and you're putting your life on the line every time you step in that cage. That's fucked up, dude.
50K would be so much nicer than 12K, dude.
100. That still would be better.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about 50K. I'm just saying, like, I think they deserve even more.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And then he said, guarantee UFC fighters 50% of UFC annual revenue. That's crazy. How much do other...
That would be lit.
I've seen it before, but I don't know off the top of my head. I should have looked before the pod. Been a crazy weekend. But I'd like to know the other major sports and how much revenue they give out on the total earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to make it realistic for a company to also keep growing and keep the athletes happy. Guaranteed, it's way more than what the UFC is right now. They made he's saying that they made $1 billion in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $500 million. Nice, easy math.
Mm-hmm.
Distribute to the fighters.
Dude, think about this, though. Basketball players getting paid like $36 million contracts.
Right.
You should give fighters those contracts. Imagine the fighters that would come out. You could get a LeBron James type person who's just trying to support his whole fucking life because he's going through so much shit. Dude, every NBA player, too, has my utmost respect. And, like, just being able to get to that level and get those contracts and get that money.
Mm-hmm.
And UFC fighters should be getting paid that same type money as NBA players.
Yeah, 100%. Here's something that we got to remember, too.
100.
How long's basketball been around? How long's football been around? Not that long, but much longer than the UFC. Yeah. So hopefully, if Jake Paul changes this shit and UFC fighters benefit from Jake Paul, I salute you, Jake Paul. Thank you, Jake Paul. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to hate on Jake Paul anymore. Fuck that. Because I love the UFC, and I love all the athletes in the sport, and they do deserve better. So, Jake Paul, get that shit changed. Let's go.
100.
Yeah. And then he also said, we keep going off. Provide long-term health care to all fighters. And he goes, quotes, you previously said brain damage is part of the gig. Imagine if the NFL said that. There are UFC alums who have publicly said they are suffering from brain damage. You have 5 days to accept and implement the above by March 31st, 2022. Once implemented, I will immediately retire from boxing, enter USADA, and agree to fight one fight deal with UFC to fight Weak Chin Jorge.
Think about that. To say UFC alumni are already coming out saying that they're injured.
Did I say alum and it's alumni?
Alumni. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that these vets are coming out saying that they have CTE and shit like that.
And they're not being, and the UFC doesn't take care of it.
That's fucked up.
That's why you saw the people, the retired fighters who were trying to make the union.
Dude, remember Tim Sylvia's Kickstarter too and all that shit? Like, how do these guys not get the support they need?
Tim Sylvia's arm. I remember, I felt like I helped with that because I tagged all those motherfuckers and then he got his arm fixed. I swear to God, Jobins, I felt like I had something to do with Tim Sylvia's arm being fixed because he was posting all that shit. And then John Anik even replied to me. John fucking Anik.
He's a G. John Anik's a G.
He's the one who, if I'm going to ever be an MMA broadcaster, any kind of fight broadcaster, he is the epitome.
We don't take away from the fighters.
Yeah, he is everything. And it's all the time. He never misses a beat. It's like, oh my God, John Anik is on cue all the time. He reached out and messaged me about it. I should find that and maybe put it up on the pod. But yeah, Tim Sylvia, they wouldn't take care of his arm. And it's like injuries that he obtained in the UFC that he just dealt with. And it's like, you know, healthcare is shady everywhere. If we think we're gonna sit here and argue about healthcare with the UFC, healthcare is fucked everywhere.
Dude, what about Michael Bisping's eye too? Did the UFC cover all that and everything?
I don't even know.
Because think about Michael Bisping being a fucking cage warrior. That dude is a legend.
Fighting with one eye.
Did he fight one-eyed with GSP?
After Vitor Belfort, the motherfucker fought with one eye.
So he fought one-eyed with Dispute, maybe one of the greatest.
Became champion with one fucking eye. Michael Bisping.
Dude, Michael Bisping's a G.
He's a legend. He's a legend. God, that moment when I was standing in front of them in Milwaukee at that event, I was like, I just want to say something to you. I was so nervous.
That was a fun fight.
That was a good night of
fights.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Get back to the Jake Paul shit.
And then he finishes this. To all UFC fighters, time to take a stand and create value for yourselves. And peers, you deserve higher pay, you deserve long-term health care, and above. All you deserve All you deserve freedom, support each other. I am not your enemy, I am your advocate, who selfishly wants to KO a few of you and make some big bank. Right? So that was, Jake Paul came out and tweeted that, right? Then Dana White replied with that video saying, oh, Jake, you never even answered my thing. Take the bet. And then he came out and said, and then he tweeted, he's like, you're stupid if you think anyone believes that you actually wrote that. And if you can start a business, good luck, all that. Like going off. Like Jake Paul done pissed off Dana White. And it was funny because Jake Paul also put on his Instagram story, there was this picture of SpongeBob like holding shit back, freaking out. And it said Dana White trying to stop all his fighters from changing and going to box. I was dead. I was like, oh, Jake Paul might have Dana White fucking backpedaling.
You know what blows my mind? Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they're brothers. But I feel like Jake Paul is the older brother. And like the fucking moves he's making.
But Logan kind of does his shit silently. You know what I mean?
He has knockout of the year against Tyron Woodley.
I know, it's crazy.
And it was amazing.
It was.
It was amazing. Everyone's, it was rigged. Shut up.
No,
it wasn't rigged. And I watched it live. And I was like, although there is greater fighters and like there's controversy.
Yeah.
But like, damn, seeing it live was cool.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the steroid accusations?
Well, I mean, I guess if he's okay with getting tested and everything, we could see.
If he proves it, that would be lit.
Yeah, we could see.
He proves it. He's not on steroids.
He get buzzed.
Yeah, because Jake goes, that's your best excuse of reasons why I'm knocking out your champions is because I take steroids. Dude, JOBINS, go watch the TikTok video Jake Paul just released, absolutely murdering Dana White. That was one of the most brilliant videos I've ever seen in a long time. Like his team who put that video together, I'd be so proud of that. I'd be fucking proud of that video. That was a good one. He executed Dana White. Executed him. What's next?
Dude, he is the next Dana White 2.0.
Yeah. So Jake Paul versus Dana White next? Is that the fight we all just want to see?
He would knock Dana White out.
Maybe that's the fight we all want to see now. The odds came out about Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. How come we don't hear Jake call out Silva? Wouldn't you think that would be the next, like a huge fight? Jake Paul, Anderson Silva's coming off a great win.
Dana White would be sweating if Anderson Silva got knocked out.
Yeah, and wouldn't that be a great? I just feel like that would be a great fight. I think a lot of people would be excited for it.
Hey, but I do want to add on to the boxing. Canelo boxed Floyd Mayweather, and he still regrets probably boxing him early. You know what I'm saying? Like, experience does count. And he only has, 3 or 4 years of boxing under his belt?
Yeah.
Why not cherry pick and get a couple more years of experience, get better, and then get to that top dollar?
Yeah, that's true. Or, I think in Jake Paul's mind, he wants to make the big fat bags as quickly as he can and then quit. I don't even think he wants to be in the game that long.
True. Yeah, in that case, just pick the money fight.
Yeah.
You think it's Anderson Silva, though? That would be the money fight?
I think that would be a good money fight. If this shit actually unfolded with him retiring from boxing, Dana White signing him to fight a one-fight in the UFC, where do you go from there? I think that would be probably the bigger.
That would be crazy. Wait, what did you just say? You just said a one fight in the UFC?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what Jake Paul...
How much would you get for his one fight?
I don't know. That's another thing that kind of confused me because he's like, I want to make the big bucks. Well, it's like, well, then wouldn't you want them to come box you? Because if you're making more money in boxing and if Dana White's paying everyone so shit, it's kind of contradicting. Why are you saying, okay...
No, you know what they could probably do because he can write up the contracts, right?
Yeah.
A 1-fight contract
Be like $100
worth
million.
$100 million.
Like a Floyd Connor.
And the pay-per-view sells, right?
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I do this one-time thing. And then
Jake
Dana
Paul
White's
viewers.
getting his best guy, and he's like, please, for the love of God, kill Jake Paul.
And then he does what Jake Paul knocks out Masvidal in the UFC, and the world's just like, what the fuck?
As you know what? Dana White still wouldn't be mad because Dana White's not dumb enough to put him in a situation where he doesn't make money.
Yeah.
Because he's a bitch.
Yep. So yeah, Jobins, the whole Jake Paul Dana White thing right now has got me hyped, and I enjoy everything Jake Paul is saying right now. I am enjoying the shit out of it. I think he's funny. He's really funny. He's got a great team they're creative people. They know how to capitalize to get people to listen, and everybody who doesn't even know the full story, and all the Jake Paul fans who know nothing about anything with UFC or Dana White are going to watch that video that Jake Paul just did on TikTok, and that's everything they know now. That is now everything they know about the sport of UFC, Dana White, Masvidal, everything.
That's crazy.
And it's just like, holy shit. Salute Jake Paul because he's changing the game. I saw this thing. People had Muhammad Ali. My grandparents had Muhammad Ali. My dad had Mike Tyson. I got Jake Paul. And I'm like, oh shit. That's
Dude, I think
crazy.
it's epic though. I kind of do like that because like you didn't know who Michael Jordan was right off the bat, right?
Right?
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, Jobins. This one's huge. The cat's out of the bag. We're moving to fucking AZ.
It's crazy.
Let's go, dude.
Epicness. I still can't even believe it. Dude.
I know. I'm really excited. Sean and Tim, well, Tim's given us opportunities, but Sean's given us the fucking opportunity of a lifetime. He said, hey, Schmidt, come down to AZ. I got a sick-ass apartment for you and Brendan. You know, you pay a little cheddar for it. Take care of it. Get some fucking jobs. We change our fucking lives. We go out there, we get our fucking nose down, we grind, get some cash saved up, get our pod fucking going, keep grinding in our pod. I want to get you started on Twitch. We keep grinding on Twitch. Maybe help out the Jobins whenever the fuck we can, because that's what we fucking want to do. And it's just gonna be insane.
Dude, it's just amazing to be on this journey and like thank you to Sean O'Malley and Timbo.
Seriously, thank all you guys for this opportunity.
And the Jobins. It's amazing.
I don't want to let anyone down. I don't want to let the Jobins down.
We're not going to let anybody down. We're going to go hard.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a movie, dude. It's going to be a movie. And I'm just so excited because we've already, like I said in previous episodes, I've learned so much from these dudes. Like the mindsets that are out there compared to around here.
Yeah.
And
I do love the mindsets of like, just
growing, being positive,
evolution,
energy. What you put your energy into. Your everyday, your habits, going to sleep, when you wake up, what you eat, when you eat, what time you eat, all that kind of stuff.
Dude, honestly, in the Jobins, like in the Discord community too.
Oh, they're great.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
And like the support that you feel, I don't know, man. It's something different. Like,
dude, yes.
I really think that that's a support of the Jobin group.
You can
and like the
you
positive
feel the
energy.
You can feel that shit, dude. And it's like the Jobin community, what you just said, they're all so supportive. Everyone's amazing, so nice. We kick the haters real quick because it's just like, who's got time? Who's got time for haters? There's just you can't waste any energy on haters. They're haters because they're haters. They're in negative places in life that they need to get out. That's the reason why they're hating. So, yeah, shout out to all the Jobins that are supporting us. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Like, thinking about it, I get real excited. I'm ready. I know, dude. Like, I'm ready to go right now. Let's see. Today's the 2nd of 2022. We're moving out the 24th, Jobins. We're packing up our cars, taking what we need. Not everything. There's a lot of shit that I'm probably going to leave back at home that when we get because, you know, we're staying in Sean's apartment, but our goal, we don't want to be in that bitch forever. We want to get the fuck out. We want to get our own place, support ourselves. That way, if Sean gets other apartments or whatever, other Jobins can get down there.
100%.
Whatever happens.
Yes, exactly. Grow the brand. Grow it out.
Grow. It's going to be such a life-changing, positive experience that I never thought would ever happen. And I can't wait to capitalize with you, bro. Because if there's anyone that I want to do these things in life with, is you, my brother. We've been friends for 20 years. We've been ups and downs all around town, and there's just no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like the roommate thing will be a little easier too. We've already been in so many fights.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. And yeah, it says go watch the Bro Malley episode that they just released. They talk about it. I love Sean is just so funny, dude.
Like, both those guys have me cracking up.
Yeah, dude. Daniel is such. I can't wait to be his like neighbor, dude. Being Daniel's neighbor is gonna be legendary. Yeah. He's such a nice dude.
I like how Daniel read it. He was like, "You piece of shit." He's like, he called you like a piece of shit on there, and it was just like, dude, people are fucking just total piece of shits on internet.
Yeah, and
they call you that.
And you see how they handle it. See how they just like it doesn't even phase them. I can't wait to be like that. But yeah, Sean was talking about on the new episode, and he's like, "Yeah, man, being a roommate takes a skill." And it does. It really is a skill. It's a skill living with your parents. Even though I'm living with my mom and dad, it takes skill because I do a lot for them. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's benefited me because now I know how to cook really good. I'm really good at taking care of the grass and yard. I'm a great, smart shopper with deals and shit. I'm a good caretaker because of my parents. I've learned a lot from them. And, like, they smoke. They smoke cigarettes. I fucking hate cigarettes. Yeah. So it's like... living with things that you don't like that you have to deal with because of where you live. Like, so, and me and you, we have kind of we've been on many trips together. You've been away at Mizzou.
Yeah, and I was responsible for giving our check to the landlord.
Right.
And oh my God, because I'd write the check out and come right on my account, and then like my buddy, I won't say his name because I respect him. I don't want to throw him under the bus like that. He would never have his part of the rent ready,
Yeah, see, that's fucked.
And then it was like, and then one time I brought it up and he was like, dude, I'll fucking get it to you. And it's just like, okay, you better. I think it made him, makes people more angry.
Yeah.
When you're just like, okay, you better.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for it.
And your ass is gone.
But I know what it's like to have the responsibility of like getting people to pay shit.
Oh, yeah. I think being a great roommate involves a few things that are pretty simple. Communication, taking care of bills, taking care of the things that need to be taken care of first, always. Setting your priorities, what comes first, and you always meet those. Number one comes first, always, no matter what. And staying clean, which me and you both are. I like cleaning. I like keeping things clean. I don't like things.
My thing's respect for each other. Yeah. And keeping a room clean is respectful.
Yeah. And
you know what shows disrespect? This dirty shit that you got all in my place.
Not taking care of shit that should be taken care of. God, that really grinds my gears. Yes. Yeah. So I think there's things that are unprecedented that we don't see yet that we'll obviously go through and learn.
I know we're going to have a couple fights. Yeah. I know there's going to be some fights, dude.
If you're friends with someone and you get in a fight and you can't, and you're like, we can't even fight. Like, what? Are you even really friends or brothers? Because me and this dude, we can fight, say some shit, and then we realize where we were wrong.
And we learn and evolve from it. Yeah. I think every fight that we've had is actually a blessing.
A growth.
100%. That's the only reason to regret a fight is because you didn't learn anything from it.
And you learned from a fight. And you're holding something in that you resent now with someone because of the fight.
No chance.
Fuck that girl shit. Like, that's just something.
Or fuck that weak shit. Because we're all about,
shit,
being
positive, baby. Being positive. And, staying positive under a lot of stress is something that I think I've capitalized on.
100%, dude. Yeah. And you're going to kill it at this tourney. The Tony Redbox tourney?
Yeah, we got the Tony Redbox tournament.
Oh, shit.
They're going to be as soon as we get off this pod, JOBINS, it's going down.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's going down. We had that big press conference. But yeah, huge again, Sean. Thank you so much, JOBIN. I can't wait. 22 days and we're down there. Life's going to change. They got a limo.
I know, dude.
The shit that's going to go down. It would be so fun to even do like podcasts in the back of that limo. Like, kind of like how Steve-O does in his thing. It'd be cool to, like, get some podcasts going. There's just going to be lots of shit. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see what happens, like, with the growth of everything. The other things that we can start up. You love to write. You're huge in he writes screenplays all the time, JOBINS. You never know what road gets paved with all this.
True, that's
so
true.
Where you can start capitalizing on. Other things I like to do. You know what I mean? I like to direct. I like to make movies. We can go out there and start making fucking movies or something. Bro. You never fucking know, dude. Time to capitalize.
You got Ricky Kubrick over here.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm ready. I'm just so ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yeah. Betty White. I want to talk about Betty White real quick. R.I.P. Betty White. Thank you for the Golden Girls. That growing up with my sisters, that's all they watched. Thank you for being my friend. Travel to back again. Yeah, I'm done. All right. Anyway,
That was good.
I feel good. Because I feel good. Betty White, damn it. R.I.P. To go at 99 in your sleep, is there any more gangster shit to do? You filled the bar in life. The bar in life is full. What you've accomplished, who you are. You did
I mean, there's people that are greater than her still.
I know. Oh, okay, Tim.
Tim Welsh had it right, though.
Yeah,
He
okay.
had a good argument that you had told me about,
Okay.
and everybody voted on it.
And how close was that vote? 3 votes off. 3 votes off.
It should have been more, though.
Here's my debate, Jobins, and let me fucking know. I go, damn, Tim, we're playing, we're gaming. I go, damn, Betty White died. Tim's fucking Red Hawk ass goes, who's Betty White? I go, you don't know who Betty White is? He goes, no. And I go, Golden Girls? And then I think he looked it up on his phone, and he goes, oh, I know who that is now. I go, yeah, I can't believe you didn't know that. He goes, well, it's not like she's a big name or anything, Schmitz. I go, Betty White? Betty White's a huge name, dude. She's a huge... Dude, she is.
She is. Okay.
What was that look? Explain
Well, I'm
that
like,
look.
just because I still think that... Okay, just keep going with your
Oh,
story.
do you know... So...
Your story. What you claimed was outlandish.
Do you
Because you had to make a counter argument.
Oh, I know. Hey, I learned from my outlandish comment that, hey, okay, hold on, I got to remember some facts. There is some backings to things, and there is difference. And other Jobins agreed, and they said it, and I'm like, you know what, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Tim was saying, do you know Betty White by what she looks like, or do you know her as Betty White? If someone came up to you and said, hey, Betty White died, you'd instantly go, I know who Betty White is.
Right.
Everyone's like that, dude. She is a household name.
A household name.
Is she in Africa?
What?
Is she in Africa?
No.
Is she in China?
No.
You don't think so? Not in China? What about...
Oh, is she a household name in Africa and China?
Yeah.
I was a little step behind.
Oh, it's okay.
She probably is, maybe.
You think so?
On both those
Because,
continents.
Michael Jackson is. Michael Jackson's known world. I've been forced with I'm facing my Michael Jackson. And here's another thing. It's music. Music is automatically just reached around the globe.
And pop music is so big.
Yeah, and music kind of lives forever. But TV shows do too, and movies.
Do TV shows?
They're still fucking Leave It to Beaver's still on, and Andy Griffith's show's still running. That shit's black and white.
Who's watching that?
I pop on some Andy Griffin from time to time.
Who's watching Andy Griffith? You watching the Dick Van Dyke Show? You watching these old shows?
Dick Van Dyke is an OG gangster.
You are not watching these shows.
Back when I didn't have cable and I only had 1 through 11, I was watching the Andy Griffith Show. Best believe.
Okay. What?
I think, and the Golden Girls is still on. That show's still on all the time. Now,
Did the Golden Girls spawn Chris Brown in The Weeknd?
no.
Those are my 2 examples
Yeah,
of people
and
that came after.
So I go, is Betty White? My original statement is Betty White as big of a household name as Michael Jackson? What's the answer?
No.
No. I think she is.
And then you said, but to throw that out there, Tim, like that, and be like, oh, I mean, they're both big names.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Jackson's bigger, obviously.
Yeah. And
He does the moonwalk.
Yeah. He's a global icon, and think about all the album sales he sold.
And most people just know Betty White for being old.
Yeah.
They don't know her work.
Yep.
They don't know her body of work.
One of the Jobins said that.
Yeah.
One of the Jobins actually said that.
That Jobin...
She's known for being old, and I'm like, damn, you're right. But back in the day, but then the thing is, like, all those people are dead.
You say back in the day. Name one thing she's from.
Golden Girls.
There you go.
The one show.
You know how
The
she's had 80 years of work. What's the one thing you know her from? Golden Girls. When was she in that? When she was old.
There was a show when she was young that
What
was
is it?
famous. Fuck. I don't want to say that. I forget the name of it. The Mary Tyler Moore Show. That might have been it. I forget.
He forgets. Doesn't know.
Does
that mean it matters?
I need a. Who's Joe Rogan's guy? I forget his name.
Jamie.
I need a Jamie. I need my guy to show me some shit so I can go so I can look at.
So
it.
you could say I've never seen this, or this.
So I can. No,
Michael Jackson's a bigger household name.
So I can pull up that show and be like, dude, that show was famous back in the day. That's what people knew her for. And then time went on, And here's okay. How long was this? How long did Betty White make this earth her stomping ground, bitch? 99 years. How long did fucking Michael Jackson stomp on these grounds?
He's still stomping right now. Because The Weeknd and Chris Brown are still making music.
Yeah. That's the thing too. How much longer will Michael Jackson's shit live on compared to Betty White's?
Unless there's a Golden Girls season 2. And it's Sarah Jessica Parker and all the Sex and the City girls.
Well, as time goes on and people die, they'll die. Eventually, Michael Jackson will die out. Eventually. Because everything dies out. You want to get some real fucking sad shit going on right now? Eventually, even if it's 2,000 years from now, Michael Jackson's going to die out.
I read the Homer's The Iliad and Odyssey last year, and he's been dead for 2,000 plus years.
Damn it, you got
Respect,
me.
bro. Respect, bro. You still here. You're still here, and you're still repping.
On the Brennan Schmitty Show pod, they've been talked about.
Homer, you're still here.
In 2022. He's not dead. His name's been talked. He's not dead.
You still walking because of me.
Yeah. Okay, Betty White's not as big of a name. Is not as legendary as Michael Jackson. But I'm sorry, Betty. I thought you were as big as a household name. I guess you're not, Betty. You got wrecked.
I like the argument though. It's fun. I like it.
It was really fun because people on Instagram, I got a lot of votes. I've done the votes before. That one popped off. So it was like a real debate.
It is debatable.
Yeah, because I just believe that her name is as big as a household name. Like if you put in legendary circle of all the legends, are her and Michael Jackson not in the same circle? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm trying to say.
Because Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, he always talks about Betty White and the Golden Girls. You know, there's famous people talking about Betty White.
Betty White, dude. Her famous quote that you still don't believe is her quote. Why do people want to be tough, say penises are tough? I'm already butchered, I can't.
Whoa. Yeah, say it again, though. You had it right. You were saying it right. Why are dicks so... Why are balls considered tough?
Oh, yeah.
When vaginas can take a pounding.
Yeah, we butchered the fuck.
When vaginas can take a pounding for hours.
It was a very...
And you're saying Betty White said that. Yeah. I don't believe it.
Sweet old Betty White said that shit. And you know what's funny is the Golden Girls weren't all Miss Happy Golden Girls. There was a lot of shit that used to go on with the Golden Girls that they've made documentaries about. They used to fight and hate each other. They all hated each other. Mm-hmm. And then they made the show, which is pretty cool. Betty White must have been like some gangster or some shit just whipping them all.
You know, I Love Lucy. Not Ricky and Lucy, but their neighbors that were married hated each other. Fucking hated each other.
Oh, that were married with each other? That's
the other two in the show.
Oh, look, see? Black and white show. Oh, but you know about that?
I like
Tim probably doesn't even know what I Love Lucy is.
Dude, he didn't know who Juice WRLD was. I saw that podcast. You know who this Juice WRLD kid is?
I own like 1,000 movies. Sean's like, you haven't seen all those movies. Why would I own them? I've seen them all more than once.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time.
True.
We've seen a lot of movies, you and me. We're movie fanatics. That's our thing.
Love movies.
Yeah. Movies are our thing.
Movies and UFC.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our big debate. And then another thing, we were playing Quiplash. I don't think Quiplash justifies if you're funny or not. And yeah, I'm a little salty because you know what? I lost the game a lot.
You play with the JOBINS?
Dude.
Quiplash?
Sono wins all the time.
He's funny then.
Sono's funnier than Sean's, funnier than me, funnier than everyone because all the guy says is dick and cum jokes.
Hooray. Know your audience.
Hooray. I didn't know fucking all these audiences were dick and cum jokes.
Now you do.
Yeah. To be fair though, all mine are just talking shit on the JOBINS.
What? Why would that be funny then?
Like warlike. Like I go like one of them was who is the stupidest person in the world? And both me and the other Jobin both said warlike. And it was the funniest shit.
With another Jobin?
Yeah, no, he said warlike. That's the kind of like I was just like poking fun. But like Sono's just like, oh, church boy this, pasture here, dick here. Elephant Dick Titus. And it's just like
and it works?
It works.
Well, hey, that's the audience. They picked it.
I just don't like the game. I feel like the game is better when you're playing with people you know and maybe you're a little drunk.
Hey, next time you play and you realize Sono's winning all the time, say, I'm going to write what I think Sono would write. And you'll get more points maybe.
Maybe you're right. Or maybe I just need to be funny, and I just need to accept my loss and understand I'm not funny because of Quiplash. Fuck you, Quiplash. And what was that picture one last night? The picture one was kind of cool.
Oh, Drawful. It's a Jackbox Party box 2, I think.
Yeah, that one was kind of fun. But I just wish the questions. Fuck Jackbox. I'm gonna find that dude and be like, dude, ask better questions. Can you ask fun questions?
Is it a real guy that's Jack?
It's got me thinking, the way it all looks, I feel like it's a bald guy.
It's been around for a long time, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fun, but I just suck at it.
Damn.
I just suck at it so bad.
And Fibbage, the one where we had to lie and you had to like point and do numbers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Maybe my dumbass just takes forever. It took me a while to understand. Like,
I don't
what am
get the
doing?
rules.
And that's because the first time I ever played the game, I'm the guy who's supposed to be quiet the whole time, and I didn't even understand the game. So everyone's getting all these questions, and I'm like, I never got these questions. And then everyone's like, oh, well, Ricky's the guy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Fuck this game, man.
Yep.
But,
That was fun.
It is fun. It's just fun. I just got to get better. I got to get better, Jobins. And then, Ghislaine Maxwell. How come this has just gone underneath our nose?
The Jerry Epstein.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. Jerry Epstein. Poor Jerry, if there's a Jerry Epstein out there. Probably is. But yeah. Jeffrey Epstein's little sex partner. It's just all gone underneath our nose.
What happened? What did she get convicted of anything? Or?
Oh yeah, apparently she could spend decades behind bars, maybe the rest of her life. She's been charged with all of it. Being his little fucking accomplice. She did some fucked up shit, dude. That was a fucked up team duo, man. And then I don't know what to believe with any of that because it's just so Jeffrey Epstein was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I keep seeing like little articles pop up where it's like, oh, and this could be just a total joke, but it's like, oh, guards granted Maxwell to be able to not be on camera during hard times. And then people are like, oh, we've seen this before. So it's like, is that true or is this a joke? I don't know.
If she dies in there real quick,
yeah,
you'll know.
But
that would be kind of crazy, all the conspiracy videos that would come out. But like, I guess it would make sense. Why would she die right away too?
Right? It just doesn't make any sense.
Dude, that's some craziness.
It really is. And then Joe Rogan had on that funny Tim Dillon guy. And Joe goes, how many more Epstein Islands are there? And Tim Dillon's like, oh, 12. There's 12 more. They're brand new. They're just big. I'm like, oh, he's probably right.
Dude. But billionaires and shit, man, that Don't Look Up movie had me, man.
Yeah.
With like that billionaire in the movie and how he's just all about resources.
And how they're able to get away and fuck everyone else. They got what was coming to them.
Yeah.
And I hope that happens if it happens.
I loved that movie. I thought it was good.
Don't Look Up. Jobins, go watch it. Let us know what you think.
Leonardo DiCaprio, like, you've been claiming it for years, and I was like, oh, he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He just always convinces me he's this other character.
Leonardo DiCaprio is the greatest actor to ever exist.
You see Brad Pitt in a movie, you're like, that's Brad Pitt playing this person. I see Tom Hanks, that's Tom Hanks playing this person. I see Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm like, this is someone I don't recognize.
You see 37 different Leonardo DiCaprios.
Mm-hmm. He's my favorite actor, dude. He's
100%. I was there with all my Leonardo DiCaprio movies lined out on Oscar night for The Revenant. Let's go, Leo. And he got it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think, and you know, when that happened, when Leo got his Oscar for The Revenant, I didn't think he deserved it for it. I thought it was a great movie.
It was
but
a
hold
great
on.
movie. That was a great movie.
And he had a great performance, but he's had other better performances in other movies before The Revenant that he deserved the Oscar for.
Django.
Yeah.
I think he killed it in Django.
Yeah, dude, The Departed. But then, like, people are like, ugh. Probably other movies that came out. And then what about Catch Me If You Can? What about The Aviator? There's so many. Titanic. I think Titanic won every Oscar but actor, lead male actor.
Hey, he's got one now.
Yeah, he's got one. Yeah.
Dude, his last role, though, as that astronomer.
Just freaking out the whole time.
Dude, he killed it. He killed it.
He gave me anxiety watching the movie.
He did.
Dude, for me, Jobins, on Don't Look Up, the best part of that movie was the directing. Adam McKay. With when he throws stuff in, the shots, when they cut. But as far as, like, story, I don't know.
Everyone acted well, I'd say. Performances were good.
What much can you do with making a movie about a comet coming to destroy Earth and people reacting until it happens? What much can you do with that? except develop a little story with a couple characters.
You know, there's another movie that came out before that, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, with Steve
and that wasn't that
Carell
good
and
either.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
I think this one
really
was better.
depressing.
This one was better than that one.
It was, because that one was super depressing. That was like, oh my god, that would be.
They both ended the same way.
Yeah, yeah, but at least Don't Look Up was funny.
Funny and scary.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, like a big part of the middle of the movie, I'm just like, I'm not really invested.
Mm-hmm.
Not really invested.
I got Idiocracy vibes.
Yeah.
From it.
Yeah. The end of the movie, spoiler, it's Joe.
Satire.
Sorry.
Satire.
The end of the movie with all like the craziness of everything going on at once while the destruction of the world's happening. I thought that was really beautiful. Mm-hmm. Him showing all the different things going on, because it's like, and then Leo says, "Man, we really had it all, didn't we?" Because it's like, fuck, we do. This world is so beautiful. We have it all, and we're fucking it. Mm-hmm. We're fucking it raw, dog, dude.
And something as easy as a comet could wipe it all out.
A volcano, comet, could just say, fuck you guys. Enough.
Could you imagine if Elon Musk did some shit like that and he made us abort a mission?
Yeah, and he's gone with 2,000 people off to some planet. That's why all this shit's been told to us.
Because they had how many attempts to stop it?
Yeah. Like,
Man,
Elon's like, yeah, guys, so a comet's coming to Earth. Me and about 5,000 people will carry on life, but you all will die. They probably wouldn't even tell us, to be honest. Maybe they would, but it'd be like they disguise it as something else. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the first person to go. We're gonna be the first people to go to Mars and come back. And then they just go.
I feel like there'd be a half and half. Like some of the super famous would go up, and some of the super famous would go down.
You think so?
In the bunkers and shit.
Yeah, dude. Who knows? Who knows? That can any day that shit can happen though. And just the movie kind of in that moment of the scene, it kind of made me go, damn, we really need to appreciate everything we have. Fuck you, plastic. Fuck you, oil. Fuck you, anything that's destroying this earth. Fuck you. Make us change. Mm-hmm. I'll drink a paper straw. I don't give a fuck. Whatever I have to do, because that's just something I always argue. And another thing why I love Leo so much is because he's for planet Earth. I am too, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, we're too stupid to think like recycling.
That whole movie's about that too.
I know, like,
Don't Look Up. It's about avoiding climate change and the facts about it. That's what Adam McKay was going for, the director.
Recycling has never made sense to me. Here's why. Ricky, that sounds kind of stupid to say that. You don't understand recycling? No, yes, I understand recycling. But why is it a choice?
Oh, it should be
demanded?
It should agreed.
Demanded?
Required.
You think dumbass Tammy is going to recycle? You think Karen gives a fuck about plastic? Mm-hmm. They don't give a fuck. They're just going to throw it away and not give a fuck. It has to be taken out of the idiot's hands.
They have to be forced to follow the rules of recycling and shit.
And that's where I come at the big loads, the people at the top. It's the people who own these organizations, these companies who create things. I was looking at Christmas candy. We're in this time where, climate change, pollution, everything's being talked about. Mm-hmm. And here is a Reese's Pieces bar where back in the day, you would get it and you would just open it and there would be 3 Reese's cups. Now, they're individually packed inside of that strip, packed in another wrapping.
What?
It's
makes like 0 sense to have that many packaging.
And when I see that, it's almost like, is that a big fuck you from these companies who make all this money? Like, oh yeah, fuck you and your climate change. We'll wrap our plastic with plastic, motherfuckers. And it's like, those are the companies and people who time to change, motherfucker.
I'm with you. That's unnecessary.
Yeah. Time to change.
Dude, but it's like people are entitled too, and they believe that you're like going on to my freedoms. And it's like, well, your freedoms shouldn't supersede the safety of the whole goddamn world, okay? I think the climate and everything else, everyone else around you matters just as much as yourself. You fucking entitled prick.
Yep. And then here's another thing with science to it. It's like, yeah, the Earth is going to heat up and cool down on its own no matter what we do. No matter if humans are on this planet or not.
Why speed it up?
Yeah, we are. And that's just all we're doing. We're speeding it up. And some people, like, we need to realize that. Like, hey, we could not fuck this up like we are, dramatically, rapidly. It's happening.
I like it.
Yeah, but for real, I'm spitting some shit right now, Jobins. That's what Leonardo DiCaprio makes you do. Leonardo DiCaprio's the GOAT. Going back full circle, baby. Full fucking circle on this one. Leo's the GOAT.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on board.
Go watch Don't Look Up on Netflix. Tell us what you fucking think, Jobins.
100.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about, dude?
Well, how much time do we have? Because we did want to talk about...
We got like 10 minutes.
Dude, do you remember we were just watching the Bromalley pod and how they were talking about those people talking shit on him giving money out to people?
Oh, yeah. Like...
We had a good debate about that.
We did have a debate because it kind of pissed me off. Because, like, I can see, like, what people are like, oh, if you really want to give money away, why do you have to film it? And you were like, fuck you. I can film whatever I want.
Yeah, I was like, how much money are you giving out to motherfuckers?
And what about Mr. Beast? That's his whole thing. That's all he does is give out and film. It's like, people are like, oh, well, imagine being that person who's getting that money, being behind the camera. Okay, yeah, if that makes them feel bad, my bad. Maybe don't use that in the video. You know, I won't use that person. But giving money out, if you want to give something to someone, that just shows how good of a person you are. And if you want to film it to make some content, go right the fuck ahead.
And my thing on top of that is, like, the only reason that I'm able to get this money out is because I got this camera rolling right now.
And I know what the grind is like. I know what
I have the camera rolling. I know this is making money so I can do this. It's a cycle. And it's like,
I know what it's like to not have that. I know what it's like to go through it was on the holidays. He was giving people money. People are struggling. I wish someone came up to me and said, hey, you want some money? I'm walking into Walmart and I'm like, damn, I only got this much money. I gotta see what I can get. And then some dude with color afro comes at me and says, here's $100. I'm gonna hug and kiss that dude. Thanks, Candyman. I'm on my fucking way.
Yeah, I'd be like super thankful.
Yeah, and I'd hug him. I'd probably be like, dude, come with me, man.
The only argument I can see is maybe there's that 1 in 10 who is like really doesn't want to be filmed and is like hates themselves for it.
I don't need your fucking money.
But beyond that, like, it's a good thing to do. You're donating money, giving out money to people that could use it.
Yeah. And that was dumbass. Sean, they were talking about it on their pod. I think Cheeto came out and said some stupid shit.
Oh, well, Cheeto was all jelly probably because he's not making the same rounds.
Cheeto doesn't deserve Sean's time and attention anymore.
I agree.
But boy, do I wish they would run it back, because I know in my heart 100% Sean knocks that motherfucker out, and it would shut Cheeto up forever. Then that's just done, because it's right now, it's like a fly. It's like a little fly just flying around that you're like,
dude,
get the fuck away from me. Don't you just want to swat that fly?
Don't wish that on Cheeto. Don't wish that. I hope Cheeto never has to fight Sean. Sean becomes champ, does his thing, and Cheeto hopefully gets beat by someone else first. And then he can always have that claim that he beat Sean at least. Because I know that...
Did he beat Sean?
Because I know that he ain't going to be on the same level.
Did he beat Sean just because Sean fucking hurt his foot?
He can at least say it. Just let him have that. Because it's not going to get any better for him.
That's true.
We should wish... Cheeto, you don't deserve to fight Sean again. It's going to be too hard.
Cheeto, you don't want that, dude.
Yeah.
You want a better career. Sean's trajectory is just different, bro. Sorry.
Your broadcasting's great, you know?
Like, yeah.
He's a good fighter, but
you tried to mimic the show thing and it didn't work out. You got to do your own thing, man.
Let him be able to claim that at least. Yeah. When he hangs his hat... He's like, at least I had one win.
I kicked Sean in the peripheral nerve, and I hurt his nerve.
10 years from now, he's going to need that.
Yeah. That dude almost fucked me up with one leg.
Cheeto's going to see me on the streets, and he's going to be like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, what'd you say in that pod? Sorry, Cheeto. We're sorry.
Every UFC fighter deserves respect, and I'm very scared of you still.
Oh, yeah. They would kick our...
Please don't hurt me.
Cheeto would fuck both of us in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he would. He would. I do like talking shit still. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, because they talk shit, and sometimes they deserve to get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going to say some stupid shit like that, what, Cheeto, are you upset that you didn't do it? You couldn't do it? Let Sean have his shine. Get the fuck out of here. Because you know what? Cheeto talked all that shit about it, and Sean gave light to that. What he should have gave a little light to is the MMA outlets that fucking ran with it. They thought it was awesome. They were like, oh my God, Sean O'Malley's giving out shit to people. He's fucking Santa Claus. Like, there were so many MMA outlets that fucking loved it. So I'd have looked more at that than fucking stupid Nat on the wall Cheeto Vera. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sean, keep doing your thing, dude. Keep
100%. Keep giving money to people and filming it. It's
you
lit.
Know what it is? It's jealousy because Sean's taking over and he's just doing it different. Mm-hmm. Doing it different. He's doing it completely different than anybody else in the game. And they all hate it and they despise it, and that's why they're after him. And did you see Cody said some stupid ass shit.
I didn't see what Cody said.
You didn't see what Cody said? I want that Sean O'Malley fight next. I want to whoop his ass.
Can I say something, though? Do you think Sean should take it? Because he could easily beat him? He could easily beat him. Absolutely. I know he could. I know he could.
100%.
Throw the weight down, he got beat.
You want to come... Cody.
Maybe Cody just wants one last payday.
Is it 1-7 now, or is it 1-6?
Yeah.
I think it's 1-6. You just got knocked out by a smaller dude, Kai Car-France, who we've learned don't take lightly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you want to fight a guy bigger, longer, taller, stronger,
I don't get it.
Faster, more powerful?
Yeah, I don't get it.
After you just got knocked the fuck out, and you're on here, I do give him respect. Respect, Cody, you crazy bastard. You're up against the wall. You're like, I'm fucked. What do I got to do? And you say Sean O'Malley. Who does that?
He wants to be on one last pay-per-view before he retires.
Get the biggest bag and get out?
Yeah.
Who's my biggest bag?
That's
Sean
his retirement fight.
My biggest bag is Sean. Take it.
And he's like, I just hope I can make it to decision.
And you lost to a former. He's gonna be champ. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, I lost to the guy who's the new badass.
That is smart. That actually is kind of smart, though.
Is it?
Yeah, because who's he gonna win against? Who's he gonna win against?
What if he gets knocked the fuck out?
He fought the future champ.
Cody.
Chris Lieben can say he fought the future champ even though he had a terrible performance against Anderson Silva. That's my point.
Cody, you became a UFC champion. You did it. You became a UFC champion. You were entertaining. The fights with TJ were so awesome. They were in. I was back one time. I'm TJ. Next time I'm Cody. It's weird. You know what I mean? And then I'm TJ. And then after the story came out and Cody lost, now I'm back to Cody. Fuck TJ. Like Cody. You know what I mean? Cody did it. He became champ. He had an awesome story with the kid that he brought with him all the time with cancer, and he beat cancer. That was beautiful. Mm-hmm. You did it, Cody. You have a beautiful son. You have a wife. You got a family. Now how old is he? He's not that old, but he's old. He's like, what, 30-something?
He can't do what Dominic Cruz does, though, and commentate.
Yeah. Oh, but Cody could do something else. He's a fighter, and he has fans. He could do he could retire from UFC and do something else.
I don't like him. He said some really fucked up shit.
He does say fucked up shit, but that's
where it's like, dude, you shouldn't wish that on anybody.
That's the fighter in him. That's the fight, dude. They're fighters. He wants to kill. He gets in a cage and wants to kill people.
But there's other better technical fighters who don't say shit like
Stephen
that.
Thompson.
Who would fight him and wreck him, and have never wished any harm against him. Sean's never wished any career-damaging harm on Cody.
On anyone that he fights or beats. He's not even Cheeto.
That makes him a better fighter already, in my opinion.
Sean's never wished anything bad on Cheeto. One time.
Right. And Cody's, I hope you're out in a stretcher and can't fight it. Fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
I've never liked him since he said shit like that. Just to any fighter, not just Sean, but to say that about anybody is not cool.
100%. I agree with you, dude. Cody, that was very silly of you. Bad boy.
Another person that could beat me up. I don't want to talk shit on.
Cody, I know you can fucking knock me out real quick. Maybe I just grab you, throw you, and sit on top of you. I don't know. But just get in timeout. Okay? Go sit down in timeout. I know he's not watching this. I'm talking to him. Cody, go sit in the fucking timeout and rethink this. Because Sean should take it immediately, and that would be the day. But we got to end. We're about to die.
Thank you.
JOBINS, episode 60. Let's fucking go to the moon. 2022 is going to be insane. Sean, thank you. Woo! Let's go.